Okay, once we will continue. Okay, am I audible? Yes, yes, am I audible? Yes, am I audible? Yes, okay. So see over here the cross arms. Okay, so the purpose of the cross arms is to provide the required space between the conductors, and also it will provide the required space between the conductors and main towers or the poles. Okay, so see over here the various types of cross arms. Okay, so V-shaped cross arms and straight cross arms. Okay, this is generally, I think you have seen in distribution, primary distribution line. Okay, to provide the base for mounting insulators. Another function for the cross arm, it will going to provide the base for the mounting the insulators. Okay, for mounting the insulators, cross arm provide the required space. Okay, or the base. Next, stay set. Okay, the purpose of the stay set, to use the stay set in distribution line, is to balance the force of line in different direction. Okay, stay set or stay wire. Okay, what is the function or what is the motto behind providing the stay set? Okay, or the stay wire, it is used to balance the tower or a pole. Okay, or from the lateral forces. Okay, or forces of line in different direction. Okay, especially horizontal forces are coming on the poles or the towers because of the wind flow. Okay, so at that condition we have to provide the stay set. Okay, the main components of the stay sets are anchor rod. Okay, I will show you how it will be. Next, CI anchor plates, stay bow. Okay, thumb lace, stay wire, stay clamp, turn buckle. Okay, next, so see over here. Yes, see over here the stay insulator, anchor rod. Sorry, I'm unable to read it. Okay, anchor rod, a CI anchor plate, stay bow, thumb lace, stay wire, stay clamp, turn buckle. Okay, so see over here. Okay, next, insulators. Okay, as I said earlier, the most important main component of the overhead line is insulator. Okay, insulators are mounted on the cross arm. Okay, as I said earlier, the function or motto behind providing the cross arm, to provide the base for mounting the insulators. Okay, so the purpose of using the insulator is to provide the insulation between the live part and earth part. Okay, provide support to the conductors. So see over here, the provide insulation between the live part and earth part. So over here, live part means what? Our conductors, and earth part means what? Our pole or the tower, because of it is directly connected to the earth. Okay, that's why the insulator, it will going to provide the insulation between live part and earth part. Okay, next, the provide the support to the conductors. Okay, insulator will going to provide the supports to the conductors, supports to the conductors, supports to the conductor. Okay, next, properties of overhead line insulators. Okay, So properties of overhead line insulator need to know before choosing or selecting a proper line insulators. Okay. First important property of the line insulator, that is what the high mechanical strength. Okay, so indirectly it should have the high tensile strength. Okay, high tensile strength. Next, relative permittivity, high relative permittivity. Permittivity means what? Tell me anyone. Yes, tell me anyone. Permittivity means what? What is the difference between permittivity and permeability? Tell me. Yes. What is the difference between permittivity and permeability? You should know, or you have to tell me, because of all of you completed your diploma. Okay, permittivity, permeability, you should know. Okay, tell me anyone what is meant by permittivity. If you know the permittivity, then you should, or you may get the idea why the line insulator must have the high relative permittivity. Tell me what is meant by permittivity. Anyone tell me? Yes. Yes, tell me what is meant by the permittivity. Yes. So leave it. You should know this one, permittivity and permeability. One, I will give you clue. Permittivity, it is a electrical, and permeability, it is a magnetical. Okay, or magnetic properties of the conductors or the insulators. Okay. Next, the high insulation resistance. Insulator should have the high insulation resistance, or resistance should be higher one. Okay. Next, the ability to withstand the large temperature variation. Okay. RTC, resistance temperature coefficient, should be such that it should withstand a large temperature variation. Okay, because of our overhead line insulators are projected to the direct sun. Okay, directly sun rays. Okay, and it is at a high altitude, that's why it will get the more heat. Okay, next, the types of insulators. Okay, you will see over here. Types of insulators are used in overhead transmission line and distribution line to provide the insulation to power conductors. Sorry, insulators are generally used to provide the insulation to power conductors. Okay, from the ground wire, sorry, ground and tower or supporting structure, like pin type insulator, suspension, and strain type insulator. Okay, pin type, suspension, and strain type insulator. These are the main three types of the insulators. Okay, so there are five types of insulators used in transmission line. Okay, pin type insulator, suspension, strain type insulator, shackle insulators, and stay insulators. Okay, so see over here, I have given in the slide. Pin type insulator look like this one. Okay, pin type insulator consists of single or multiple cells. Cells means what? This is disc-like structure. Okay, this is what the cell. This rounded, I think, disc-like structure is nothing but the cells of pin type insulator. Okay, that mounted on the spindle to fix the cross arm of the tower. Okay, for the pin insulator, there is a cast iron rod is there. Okay, it is fixed or fitted in this pin insulator in order to fix the pin insulator on the cross arm. Okay, next, multiple cells are provided to obtain a sufficient length of leakage path. Okay, if we increase this cell, okay, so I'm sliding my arrow pointer over here. If we increase the number of cells, okay, if I increase the number of cells, the leakage current path will increases. Length of leakage current path will increases. Okay. So that flashover voltage between the conductor and pin type insulator is increased. Okay. If we increase this cell, okay, then we can able to increase the length of leakage path. Length of leakage path. So see over here at this top of the pin insulator, there is a live conductor. Okay. And this bottom part is fitted to the cross arm. Okay. By using this uh, bolted uh, okay rod. So a live conductor is fitted at this top. So flashover may be happen. Okay, if we increase this number of cell, the length of flashover it will increases. Okay, so we can improve the dielectric strength of that pin insulator if we increases the number of cell. Okay, if we increases the number of cell, we can improve the dielectric strength of that particular pin insulator. Okay, so next the design of the cell is made such that if the uppermost cell gets wet due to the raining. Okay, so see over here, this is the uppermost cell. Okay, if it is wetted means what, get dripped, okay, or drenched because of the rain, the lower cell are dry and provide the sufficient leakage resistance. Okay, आपल्याला माहिती आहे की रेनी सीझन मध्ये पिन इन्सुलेटर हे वेट होतात किंवा भिजतात, त्याच्यामुळे काय होतं की त्याची डायलेक्ट्रिक स्ट्रेंथ ही रिड्यूस होते. मग काय होतं की लिकेज करंट मे बी फ्लो थ्रू द दिस सेल, बट the topmost cell beneath that one the another cell is there. Okay, त्याच्या खाली एक आणखी एक सेल असेल पण ते सेल ड्राय राहील. कशामुळं? कारण अप्पर किंवा टॉप मोस्ट जे काही सेल असेल त्याच्यावरतीच वॉटर पडेल आणि खालचं सेल हे ड्राय राहील. ठीक आहे, त्याच्यामुळे काय होईल, इट विल प्रोव्हाइड द सफिशियंट रेजिस्टन्स टू लिकेज करंट. ओके, सो it will provide the electrical safety. Okay, it will provide the electrical safety. Next, in pin type of insulator, the power conductor passed through the grooves at the top of the insulator. As I said earlier, at the top of the pin insulator, there is a groove. Okay, into that groove, we have to fix that live conductor, and it is wrapped with wrapping wires, or we can say that it is also a conductors, wrapping wires also a conductors. Okay, so it is fixed to the uh, top of the pin insulator. Okay, live conductors are placed over here. I'm sliding my arrow pointer, look at this one. Okay, I think all of you this I think you have seen that so many times. Okay, next, pin type insulator is used for the transmission and distribution of electric power at voltage up to the 33 kilovolt. Beyond 33 operating voltage, pin type of insulator become too bulky and uneconomical. Okay, so one thing I have forgotten to tell you is that if we increases the number of cell, okay, you can improve the insulation property or insulation strength of that pin insulator. But if we increase if we increases the number of cell, roll number 17. Yes, I will once continue. Okay, so see over here, if we increase the number of the cell, okay, the pin insulator become a bulky. Okay, pin insulator become a bulky, and also it will become uneconomical. Okay, that's why pin insulator is generally used up to a 33 kilovolt. Okay, beyond the 33 kilovolt, pin insulator is not used. Okay, so remember the working voltage range of the pin insulator, because of this one is the very important, because of the MCQ will be asked on this one only. Okay, so remember this, find the range for the pin insulator. Working voltage range for the pin insulator is we can say that 0 to 33 kilovolt. Okay, beyond the 33 kilovolt, the type of insulator becomes a too bulky and uneconomical. The cost of insulator beyond the 33 kilovolt increases is given by, okay, cost directly proportional to voltage raised to x. Okay, x is greater than 2. Okay, म्हणजे काय होतं बघा, की जर आपण पिन इन्सुलेटर जर 33 किलो व्होल्टच्या नंतर जर यूज केले, तर त्याच्यानंतर जे काही व्होल्टेज असेल 33, सपोज 36 असेल, 35 असेल किंवा 440 असेल, ठीक आहे, त्याच्या स्क्वेअरच्या पट्टीमध्ये त्याची कॉस्ट चेंज होत आहे. ठीक आहे, म्हणून ते so this will becomes very costlier or uneconomical. Okay, so pin insulator should be used up to a 33 kilovolt. Next, advantages of the pin insulator. Pin type of insulator has high mechanical strengths. Okay, it has a good creepage distance. Okay, this creepage distance I think you will see in power system too, or it may be chances to is there, but may or may not be. I don't have seen that your uh, I haven't seen your syllabus for the power system too. Okay, that's why I'm not known where it is, but the creepage distance is nothing but it is related to the dielectric properties of the material. Okay, it has a good creepage distance. Okay, so next, pin type of insulator used on the high voltage distribution line. Okay, high voltage distribution line means what? For the primary distribution line, the pin insulators are generally used. Okay, for the primary distribution line, the insulator used is pin type of insulator. Okay, next, the construction is simple and requires less maintenance. Okay, I think in your diagram you have seen that the structure for the pin insulator. See over here, it is a simple one. Okay, and next, the pin type of insulator can be used vertically as well as horizontally. Okay, so this is the most important point for the pin insulator, because of pin type of insulator can be used vertically as well as horizontally. Okay, next, the disadvantages of the pin insulator. Pin type of insulator used up to a 33 kilovolt operating voltage. Okay, so the operating voltage is limited for the pin insulator because of as we or if you want to use the pin insulator for the higher voltage greater than that of the 33 kilovolt, you have to increase the number of the cells. Okay, if you increases the number of the cell, the pin insulator will become say too much bulky, and as say at the same time it will become uneconomical. Okay, that's why pin type of insulator is used up to a 33 kilovolt. Means what? It is one of the disadvantage or limitations of the pin type of insulator. Okay, next, beyond the 33 kilovolt, cost increases and becomes uneconomical. Okay, as I said earlier. Next, replacement of insulator is expensive. If the insulator get broken down, at that condition we have to replace it. But replacement of pin insulator become expensive. Okay, we can't say it is a disadvantage of the pin insulator, because of all type of insulator, if it is get punctured or if it is get damaged, you have to replace it. Okay, so replacement cost is there for the okay, replacement of insulator. Next, pin type of insulator only used in the distribution line. As I said earlier, pin type of insulator is used for the distribution line because of distribution line operate up to a 11 kilovolt, or we can say that up to 33 kilovolt. Okay, so pin type of use of pin type of insulator is limited for the distribution line only. It is not used for the transmission. Okay, it is used for the distribution. More correct, it is used for the primary as well as secondary distribution, but it is, or we can't use it for the primary transmission or secondary transmission. Okay, so I have given you idea what is meant by primary transmission, the secondary transmission, primary distribution, secondary distribution. That's why I'm not repeating over here. So this part is already over in our first unit. Okay, what is meant by primary transmission, secondary means what? Okay, so pin type of insulator is used in only distribution line. Okay, it is not used in a transmission line. Okay, next, the suspension type of insulator. Okay, this is generally used for the transmission purpose. Okay, see over here. um, I think all of you seen this type of insulator. Okay, suspension insulator. Because of the limitations of the pin type of insulator, for higher voltages, suspension type of insulators are used. Okay, so if we see that pin in type of insulator and suspension type of insulator, what is the constructional difference or similarities? Tell me, anyone? Yes, yes, tell me. Yes, tell me, anyone. What is the difference? What is the difference between suspension type of insulator, yes, and pin insulator? Tell me. Constructional difference, tell me, anyone. Suspension insulator and pin insulator, little bit same, but their overall construction is different. Okay, suspension type of insulator consists of one or more insulator units connected together to form a string and hanged to the cross arm of supporting structure or tower and carry a power conductors at least at its lowest extremity. What does it mean? So see over here, suspension type of insulator, it consists of one or more insulator units. One or more insulator units. Its individual cells is, is treated as a unit. Okay, individual cell, it is treated as a unit. Okay, number of units are connected or fastened together to form a string of suspension insulator. Okay, this is what string of suspension insulator. Okay, and it is hanged to the cross arm of the supporting structure or tower and carry a power conductor at its lowest extremity. Lowest extremity means what? At the bottom, or we can say that at the lowermost end of the suspension insulator, there is a live conductor. Okay, there is a live conductor. Okay, this type of composite unit also called as a string type of insulator. Okay, so see over here, this is point to be noted that suspension type of insulator is also known as string type of insulator. Okay, string type of insulator. Next, the conductor is suspended at the bottom end of the string while the other end of the string is attached to the cross arm. Okay, and the okay, in suspension type of insulator, each disc of the porcelain is designed to operate at 11 kilovolt. Okay, as operating voltage increases, the number of the discs connected to the series increases. Okay, so what does it mean? Individual cell or individual disc of the suspension insulator or a string type of insulator designed to operate at 11 kilovolt. Okay, means what? Individual cell or individual disk having capability to withstand voltage level up to 11 kilovolt only. Okay, so remember this point. Each unit or each disk of suspension type of insulator is designed to operate dash 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 kilovolt. They will ask you. Okay, so remember this point, 11 kilovolt. Next, uh, for the one here, example is given for this one. Okay, if the 132 kilovolt transmission line, the number of the insulator disk is 12. Okay, so if we transmit the 132 kilovolt, you have to use a suspension type of insulator having the 12 units. Okay, having the 12 units. Okay, So advantages of the suspension type of insulator. The suspension type of insulator being economical as compared to pin type of insulator for higher voltage. Okay, overhead transmission line. Okay, suspension type of insulator being economical as compared to pin type. Okay, because of this can be operate for the higher voltage range beyond the 33 kilovolt. Okay, each insulator disc is designed to operate for 11 kilovolt. Okay, operate for 11 kilovolt. Hence, for any operating voltage, a string of insulators can be used. For example, for a 66 kilovolt, 6 number of the discs are required. Okay. In case of failure of one of the unit in a string, only that unit or disc need to replace rather than the whole string. Okay. In case of the pin insulator, if any cell or any unit is get ruptured or get uh, damaged, means what, we have to replace the whole unit or the whole insulator. But in case of the suspension insulator, out of the number of unit, if any one of that unit get damaged or uh, get ruptured, in that case only that unit or disk need to be replaced rather than the whole string. Okay, that's why it is advantageous. Means what, there is no need to replace the whole string of suspension insulator. Only one disk can be replaced. Okay, only one disk can be replaced. Okay, next, thereby we can save the maintenance cost, or we can save the or running charges. Okay, next is the strain type of insulator. Okay, strain type of insulator. Shackle insulators, sorry. So see over here the strain type of insulator where there is a dead end of the transmission line, or there is a corner or a sharp curve on the line, the transmission line is subjected to a greater tension. In order to relieve the line of the excessive tension, strain type of insulators are used. Okay, this statement is very important because of there is 100% chances to ask one MCQ on this statement. Okay, because of strain type of insulator is very important because of this is generally used at the dead end of the transmission line. Remember this point, at the dead end of the transmission line the strain type of insulator is used, or wherever there is a corner in the transmission line similar to that of the angle tower, at that tower we have to use the strain type of insulator. Okay, I have shown you that angle tower. Okay, angle tower and tangent tower I have shown you. In that angle tower we have to use the strain type of insulator because of that angle tower is generally used at the corner or sharp curves on the line. Okay, the transmission line is subjected to greater tension at the corner, that's why these strain insulators are generally used there. In order to relieve the line of excessive tension, that strain insulator give you the enough mechanical strength. Okay, for low voltage line less than 11 kilovolt, shackle type of insulators are used as a strain insulators. Okay, however for higher voltages transmission line, strain insulator consists of an assembly of suspension insulator as shown in the figure. Okay, in case of uh, if we use that strain insulator for the large voltage level, we have to connect the different strain insulator in series. Okay, or connected to one another by using the nuts and bolts. Okay, for this is called as a assembly of suspension insulators. Okay, next the disc of strain insulators are used in the horizontal plane. Okay, discs are generally used in horizontal plane. Remember this statement because of uh, chances to ask the MCQ. Strain insulators are used in the horizontal plane. Okay, not a vertical plane. Pin type of insulators are used in a vertical plane. Okay, vertical plane. Okay. Next, when the tension in the lines is exceedingly high, as at long river span, two or more strings are used in parallel. Okay. Also remember this point, strain type of insulators are used where the transmission line crossing the rivers, crossing the 6 lane 4 lane roads. ओके, म्हणजे ज्या ठिकाणी ट्रान्समिशन लाईन नदीला क्रॉस करत असेल किंवा 6 लेन 4 लेनचे मोठमोठे रोड क्रॉस करत असतील, त्या ठिकाणी आपल्याला हे स्ट्रेन इन टाइप ऑफ इन्सुलेटर यूज करायचे. स्ट्रेन टाइप ऑफ इन्सुलेटर, इट इज अ स्पेशल वन. ओके, it is used where the greater mechanical tension will be exist. Okay, at the corner, at the sharp curve, at the transmission line where the greater tension is there, like transmission line crossing a river. Okay, transmission line crossing a 6 lane roads. Okay, at that place we have to use the strain type of insulator. Okay, next, Shackle insulator. The shackle or a spool type of insulators are easily distinguished by their shape and are usually used on LT lines. Okay, these shackle insulators are also called it as a spool types of insulators. Okay, spool types of insulator. It is generally used for the LT lines. LT line means what? 230 volt. Okay, distribution line. For the distribution line, shackle insulators are used. Okay, I will show you the diagram for the shackle insulators. Okay, both low voltage conductors and the house services wire are connected to the shackle insulator. As I said earlier, this is used for the distribution purpose. Okay, next, the stay insulators. Stay type of insulators are looks like an egg. Okay, hence it is called as an egg insulator. So stay insulators are generally called as a egg insulator. Shackle insulators are called as a spool types of insulator. Okay, so remember this, there are another names for that particular insulators because of chances to ask the MCQ will be large on that one. Okay, next, the stay insulator give the protection in the event of accidentally broken live wire that can accidentally energizing a stay wire and remain in contact with the line which doesn't trip. Okay, stay insulators is also important. The stay wires are generally connected to the top of the tower or the pole, and it is used to support the tower or the pole. Okay, if there is a chances to happening of electrical accident or the live wire will come in contact with this stay wire, but the stay insulator is provided at the uh, stay wire, it will prevents that electrical accident because of it will uh, give the enough insulation between that live conductor and stay wire. Okay, next, in such a cases the bottom portion of the stay would be have no voltage due to the insulation. Okay, insulator will be normally used installed in the middle of the stay wire. Okay, I think in, yes, see over here. Stay insulation, stay insulator, uh, place of the stay insulator. Place of the stay insulator. Next, stay insulator, okay. Porcelain insulators. So this insulators diagram or the picture is very important. Take a screenshot for this one because of this is rare, I think, collection. Okay, this picture is I have got from IIC Bangalore. I have did a 15 days training course on that advance in transmission line insulator. Okay, someone is asking something. I will. Your sound is breaking. Okay, I will correct it. Okay, I will. Now is it clear? Yes. Anyone asked to clear the sound? Yes. Now am I audible clearly?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, I will continue. So see over here the porcelain insulator, that is what the disc insulator. So various shapes, or we can say that various views. of that disc insulator or different types of insulator. See over here, this is what the disc insulator, solid core post insulator. Okay, this is I think we can say that this is a lightning arrestor also. Okay, post insulator. Next, this one is the pin insulator. See over here, the pin insulator, shackle insulator. See over here. I think all of you seen this insulator. I think. Okay, see over here. Pin insulator look like this one. This one is what the cast iron rod. Okay, which is used to fix the pin insulator on the cross arm. Okay. Next, shackle insulator look like this. Okay, so see over here, shackle insulator, how it will be look like. Okay, shackle insulator. I think all of you seen that this type of insulator. Okay, shackle insulator, guy insulator or the stay insulator. Okay, see over here. This is generally used for the stay wire. Okay, as I shown you in a previous slide. Okay, that stay set, into that I have shown that guy insulator or stay insulator. Okay, next, take a screenshot and see later one. Okay, next, this is another diagram for the insulator, for the pictures. This is what the glass insulators. Okay, this is what the modern insulators are there. Modern insulator. Okay, nowadays for the LT works or the distribution work, generally these type of insulators are used. Okay, I think all of you seen that this type of insulator. Okay, this is what the fiberglass insulator and also the rubber insulator. Okay, this is generally used for the LT works. LT works. Okay, type of insulator. Okay, shackle insulator look, see over here, I am sliding my arrow pointer. So this is what the set of shackle insulators. Look at this one. This one is what the shackle insulator. I am sliding my arrow pointer. Look at this one. This is what the shackle insulator. This is what the pin type of insulator. This is used in case of distribution line, as I said earlier. Okay, this is what the primary distribution, which will be operated at the 11 kilovolt. Okay, so this one is what the pin insulator. Okay, into that how the live conductor is housed or placed. Look at this one. This one is what the grooves, which is provided at the top of the pin insulator. Okay, this one is grooves. Okay, this is what the pin insulator. Next, stay insulator. Look at this ash colored. This is what the stay insulator. Okay, or it is sometimes it is called as a guy insulator. GUY, guy insulators. Okay, next, suspension type of insulator. All of you I think seen this one. Okay, this is what the uh, suspension type of insulator. This is what the suspension type of insulator. At the top of that one, there is a inverted U shape is there. I think all of you seeing that one. Okay, yes or no? हे बघा दिसतंय इथं उलटा यू. दिसतंय का इथं बघा, सस्पेन्शन टाईप ऑफ इन्सुलेटरच्या टॉपला ती आहे बघा गार्ड रिंग. जर तुम्ही टावरच्या खालून जर गेला तर तुम्हाला ही सस्पेन्शन इन्सुलेटरच्या टॉपला किंवा बॉटमला एक असं इन्व्हर्टेड यू